today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Dobbs and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Lamar Jackson and the Green Bay Packers.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were...
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others. But the key to everything for him is the ability to be accurate from the pocket.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 22.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hightower on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
29-yard line. Dalvin.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Jackson on 1st down, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Calvin Ridley, incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Throwing again. Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Yards to go.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Jackson's pass.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Derrick Henry wiggles free. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Fights through, and now a crease. Boom! Still fighting for a touchdown. Packers.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
This is Alvin Kamara, Pro Bowler in all 3 of his NFL seasons. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
2nd and 8. At the 27.
Now the throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Kamara again the ball.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs being chased out left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Khalil Mack. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Packers.
Dobbs is throwing. Oh, strip. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 37-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Henry. Trying to bounce gets it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now Cooper, slow to get up, staying down after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Complete to John Brown.
John Brown, 48 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
the offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about him. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down. And
back to throw Dobbs. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers' 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the top.
Operating from the gun, Dobbs. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
To throw again, Dobbs. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Dobbs. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
First down, Green Bay.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys lead on the road in Minneapolis as we send you back up to U.S. Bank Stadium in Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Dobbs. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, it's Dobbs. Now he steps away, and that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1 yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Jackson.
43-yard.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Vikings 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. This little short throw to Witten. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Kamara. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
again, it's Kamara.
2.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dobbs. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs, and he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. at their own 23.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And now the ball's out, full near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first three quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
27-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
34, Vikings 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Dobbs. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again. Dobbs stepping up. He'll try and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Gardner Johnson on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Off the play fake. Dobbs sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is third and 11. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Kamara. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on second and 6. Dobbs eluding the pressure right.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
On the carry. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down.
It's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.